my name's Darren from Prestige Property Maintenance. We're an industrial commercial lawn mowing contractors business based down in Melbourne, Victoria. Why choose Walker? Well, basically, predominantly as a solo operator, you're trying to be as productive as you can and obviously get the job done as thorough and as quick and a quality cut at the same time, which quite a few years back, maybe 10 years ago, a fellow contractor of mine, he introduced me to the Walkers, and ever since then it's been an asset to our business. Multiple reasons, predominantly unlike a lot of smaller mowers this size, it is a front deck cutting deck. This one specifically is a 48-inch side discharge mulching deck. So with the easy Walker deck lift, quite simple, you just undo a couple of big wing nuts and take the baffle in, take the baffle out, which converts it to a mulching deck. Obviously removing the baffle converts it into a right-hand side size discharge, which is a fantastic asset to have when you sort of hit some heavy lawns and things like that. The side discharge is great. So the mulching mechanism for weekly, fortnightly cuts is also a major asset. With that, we've introduced, which Walker has, what they call a recut kit, which is like a two-blade system. I think it basically cuts the grass into thirds to help fine-tune the lawn and disperse it. So apart from that, this is a B27i. I've originally had the 19 horsepower, the 23i, and now upgraded to the 27i. Certainly more punch, certainly under mulching mode. You can feel the machine working very, very cleanly through the heavier cutting grass. So with that, obviously Walker give you plenty of different options of deck sizes. I've predominantly stuck with the 48. It's been a great all-round deck. The 19 horsepower, I did run the 42 and the 48. Still did a fantastic job, not a problem at all. Didn't seem to be underpowered for the sort of work that we do. The 27i, just one of the options was a big wheel kit. They're a 20-inch rim now, which they offer, which gives you a little bit more ground speed. The Walkers aren't known for their high ground speed, more known for their manoeuvrability, fingertip control. Obviously darting in and out, forward and back, it's just exceptional. It's unbelievable. And being obviously a centre of gravity machine that you're actually sitting on the drive wheels, gives you better traction and hill stability and things like that. Some places you can get these machines is incredible really, given the fact that it's not a four-wheel drive, it is still only a two-wheel drive, but it is a true zero turn. It pivots on the drive wheels directly. Another little thing is always something, a little asset is, I found that the actual deck itself, the distance from the seats to the front of the deck is nearly the same as the distance from the seat to the back of the deck, back of the machine. So when you actually pivot in, you're going up to an obstacle, you can literally swivel around without actually hitting the back end on the obstacle that you've just mowed up to. Another little addition was the dump cart at the back. That's another extra. Money well spent my end, for the fact is I carry a sprayer on there predominantly all the time, so I didn't have to worry about trying to custom fit anything. The sprayer I got sat perfectly in there, which is a major asset, saves a lot of leg work. Obviously being able to mow and spray at the same time, so that will lift up to give you good access to the machine, as will the front as well. So for blowing out the unit, that's also another big asset as well. You can get good access to cables, to grease points, air filters, checking the oil. Opens up the whole entire unit basically. So in the newer models, they've got less chassis underneath, which means there's less chance of grass and things to get stuck in. The 23 and the 19 I had was nearly a full floor chassis underneath. So bigger chance for things to get stuck and debris under there. Another option is a lighting kit. If you do a lot of night mowing or early morning mowing, try to get out of that stuff these days. But that's another option also. Also the height adjuster. That's something which also an asset. That's another extra on the Walkers. Probably couldn't operate without that myself personally. Just gives you easy access, like a lot of zero-turn mowers. Without that, you've just got a 4-pin system, which basically means you've got to remove the pins every time you want to adjust. So this one here just gives you the versatility of high and low whenever you want it. One of the other options too that Walker do offer is a curbside jumper, which also works as a footrest. So predominantly I do leave this on all the time, the machine. So that just sits up there, like so, and then obviously when you're on the machine you can double it up as a footrest, which is quite comfortable. So obviously when you get to a curb, if the curb is a bit bigger or the machine can't handle a curb, to reduce any stress on the caster wheels, you put the curb in the gutter, and obviously up we go. It's up to you, either got to come back and exit at the same point, otherwise you just pick up the curb jumper again for your next destination. Right back on the unit, and off we go.